record. Oh. Hey guys, what's going on? Hi peeps. Sorry. That was an odd way to start the video. I don't know. Okay. So I have to adjust this just a scotch. My bad. Alright, so the note from the universe for today is as follows. There's only one reason I can think of, peeps, that an infinitely powerful, all-knowing, fun-loving, eternal gladiator of the universe would ever choose to be born into a little human body with stubbable toes, adrift in time, immersed in space, cloaked in mystery. There'd have to be so much. There'd have to be much more to what was going on than mere mortal eyes could behold. And it would have to be really, 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 really beautiful. And so it is. And it so is. It so is. You'll see the universe. And it goes on to say, love it all, peeps, before it's just a really, 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 really beautiful memory. I think that's a fantastic point, universe. I'll take the assist on that one. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, like, more than anything, this note strikes me as if it's about being in the moment. And that's actually what dog psychology is primarily about. Be here now. Don't think about 10 years ago how your dog got kicked in a cardboard box as a puppy. So for me, like, rehabilitating, I can't talk today. Rehabilitating dogs has been a godsend in many ways, a gift, a privilege, and an honor. Because as I've worked with dogs, I have had to step up. In every instance, there was no room for me to not step up. I don't think I can quite describe the feeling of walking into someone's home and not knowing what you're about to face. Because the way that Shauna does things, she doesn't usually get a whole lot of information up front. She gets a little bit of information, but then we just kind of go in blind. And we deal with what we have in front of us. And sometimes that's daunting. Quite a few times I've told her, you need to get more information before we go into these situations. Because, geez. But in the end, flying by the seat of my pants with behavior counseling, not flying by the seat of my pants. I don't want to make it sound as if we don't have knowledge going into it, but not anticipating specific problems has enabled us to help the dogs in many ways in situations where otherwise we may not have been able to, because we may have let the story bother us. And after all, that is what Caesar does. He will go into someone's home and he won't really know the story or much of the story in advance. He won't do a whole lot of preparation. He won't make an action plan and then a list and then homework and then all these things. Like, no. He goes in and he says, how may I help you? And in many ways, that's what we do. We do basically model ourselves after Caesar. He is the pioneer of the pack leader movement. And that's what I kind of talked about in one of my blogs on my Whispering Pack Leader channel, which honestly I want to make a video for the first blog that I did on how to greet a dog, but I can't do it myself. I've tried setting up my tripod and doing it, but I need the camera to be able to move. So I'm going to have to do that when I can actually get assistance with it. And I don't know when that'll happen. But I'm thinking of making a video that just where I kind of talk about it and describe scenarios. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it half-assed. I wanted to do it the way I envisioned doing it, where I was actually showing you what I do when I walk into a home. But that's really hard to do when the camera's not able to move. So I don't know. Until I actually get a second person that can assist me, I think I may just post a video where I'm actually talking about the scenario and describing it. We'll see. But that channel's not dead. I'm going to be doing things with it. It's just, I kind of picked a hard, in hindsight, I kind of picked a hard first vlog to do because, yeah. But anyway, back to the note. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent. There is nothing more powerful than living in the moment as much as you can. And also knowing that the second part of the note that really strikes me not the actual second part, but the second part that struck me the most, um, is the part about, I lost my train of thought, so I'm going to actually look at it. Going back to, there would have to be much more to what was going on than mere mortal eyes could behold. And it would have to be really, 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 really beautiful. The universe talks about us having stubbable toes, and we're human, and we are very much mortal and vulnerable in many ways. But in the same ways, that's what makes us beautiful. See, I was having a conversation a couple of weeks ago with Angie Lou. Actually, maybe it was almost about a month ago. Yeah, maybe more than a month ago, actually. No, maybe it was like 3 weeks ago. I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, I was having a conversation with her, and, I was basically talking about how people are flawed, and, like, I feel as though I'm flawed and kind of broken in certain ways. And, it was actually really negative of a thing for me to say, like, and I get mad when she does negative self-talk, so, like, what gives me the right to do that? But I guess I was just, well, I know I had been talking about some things that I don't like to talk about, some things that put me in a bad headspace, and I allow them to do this. And I was basically like, I'm effed up, I'm flawed, I'm kind of damaged in ways because of things that I've been through. And she was like, in her infinite wisdom, she was like, that's what makes you beautiful. The flaws, the cracks, so to speak. And I can't even think of an example, but I do agree with that. When I think about her saying that, in the moment I was like, yeah, whatever, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it, whatever. I heard her, but most of the time, messages hit me after I've thought about them for a while, which is why I really don't like doing Note from the Universe videos early in the day, because I think about the note as I'm going about my day. I read it first thing when I wake up, or as soon as I can after waking up. And I think about it all day, and I marinate on it. And by the end of the day, I have a few thoughts about how that note made me feel, how it helped me attack my day, and so on and so forth. And just for the record, the random act of kindness that I was referring to, Eden, absolutely. It can be something as simple as picking up a piece of trash. Absolutely, I think we should all do that anyway. I mean, I certainly try to. When I see stuff just laying about, I'll pick it up and throw it out. Or I'll pick it up, sometimes I'll pick stuff up, put it in my trunk, and then throw it out when I get back to my house. Like, yeah, totally. I think that that's a beautiful thing that we can do for our planet and for ourselves and for our future generations that are going to have a hot mess if we don't start fixing things more than we are now. So absolutely, I think that's an amazing idea. Do I think that thing has to be anonymous? It doesn't have to be, but think about why you would. Think about all the things that you do for people, and when you know that they're going to know that you did it for them, it's a slightly different emotion, is all I'm saying. I personally get a kick out of doing something nice for somebody and knowing that they won't know that it was me. It's almost like a prank. Only it's a what was that? There was a woman on YouTube last year, I think, that was doing pranks, but it was kindness pranks. And although I don't agree with what she was doing, she was dropping tasty cakes off at people's doors, ringing their doorbell, and running. I think it would have been cool. A cool concept, but maybe if she could have done something a little bit healthier, maybe. But I mean, again, that's just me making it about me and whatevs. But I honestly, I like that idea. I think it's kind of cool to like do something and that person won't know that it was you that did it, And it could be somebody that you know, somebody that you don't know. It doesn't matter. It could be that one person you let out in traffic and they're like, oh, thank you. That could be whatever. They don't know you. You know? I just think it's kind of cool to do something nice like that and not collect any credit for it. Because, I don't know. I don't know why I felt so strongly that it should be anonymous. Wasn't that part of the note from the universe? Something about anonymous? I think that's why I said it. Because it really shouldn't matter that much, but it kind of does. And I actually did my anonymous deed. I'm not going to tell you what it is because then it won't be anonymous. But I did it. So, yes. That's all. That is all. No, really. Turn off the camera. I mean, turn off your... Go somewhere else and do something else. Why are you still watching me? I said that's all. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. They're not going away. I told them to go away. Peeps, you're bothering me. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. You guys, if you don't watch Shaytards or Shay Carl, I like Shaytards, that channel, better. Because Shay Carl seems kind of like it hasn't had a video in like 2 months. But Shay Carl, if you don't watch him, which I can't imagine that you would know me and not him, he's just such a big deal. He gets so many views and stuff. So if you don't already know him, please go check out his channel. He has the cutest kids I've ever seen. Not even gonna lie. Rocktard for the win. For real. Like, Rocktard is awesome. Facepalm! I do that to Marvy now. He loves it. I just take my hand and I'm like, facepalm! On his face. I'm getting a look from Buffy. Buffy the cat. Seriously? This look could, like, melt concrete. Just give me a nasty look. I'm gonna show you. Can you see that expression? I don't think you can see that expression. Oh. Oh, now. Yeah. Play coy with me now. Buffy. She doing it? Yeah, but the peeps totally saw you. That's okay. Sorry. Sorry. Nobody asked you to turn your ass around. I'm kidding. I don't normally get this crazy in the Note from the Universe video, but it is what it is. So, those of you that clicked off when I told you to, haha, you missed a Shauna sighting, and more importantly, you missed Buffy's evil expression. Alright, guys. Much love. Peep out.